Uh, so we've been sitting here bullshitting for like about 20 minutes now. And
Hmm.
it's so easy just to bullshit with you. You're one of the most calm and level headed people that I think are online, which is crazy because so many people portray you as such a negative person. It's funny. It's funny that you can just sit here and have a conversation with somebody that's just so level headed. Feels great.
Well, a lot of the things online about me are very biased.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they're set out to fill a narrative. Set out to
Definitely.
fill a narrative.
And there's a lot of narrative to fill. And I thought that this question was super, super awesome. I had this question for you for a while. But how did all of the documentaries and stuff, how did that affect you? Did that affect you mentally negatively? Did that push you to try and do better? Like down the rabbit
I'd have to
hole?
ask for like a timeline on it. Honestly, like certain ones affected me more negatively than others. Like the high end stuff, like the Frederick documentary that's got like 1 million views, or like
Down the rabbit hole?
yeah, down the rabbit hole. Yeah, that one, and like the Medicure one
Yeah.
that got a lot of views. Those didn't affect me hardly. Those actually, if anything, helped my mental health. And the reason why is I was on happy pills at that point.
Yeah.
And like the problem with me, and like with a lot of people, I have a brain that isn't built quite right. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't create enough serotonin to properly allow me to make adult choices, and it allow me to make adult choices, and it
What did he say?
basically makes me in this like place where, like, if I'm not on it, I worry a lot and I stress, and I'm very foreboding and crestfallen about the future, because like I worry about failing because failure is such a intimate part of my life. Like
Yeah.
I've failed so many times at weight loss. Like it just like recently I had like a weight loss surgery and I'm doing terrible at it too. Right. And like to me, like Jordy and failure go hand in hand, or like really good bed partners.
Yeah.
And like so like it's the expectation, not something it's not the outcome, right? I
Yeah.
expect to fail, and if I don't fail, it's a surprise. I didn't have the best upbringing, right?
Yeah.
Like I was raised by my grandparents, and my mother had me when she was really young.
Mine too.
Like,
I
and
think we're very similar in that aspect.
so like I spent a vast majority of like my youth in either housing projects or like really rundown trailers that had like holes in the floor.
Yeah.
Like I was dirt poor. I'm talking about mayonnaise sandwiches, government
Yep.
blocks of cheese poor.
Hmm.
And the only so like I had to go to school overweight with like shoes that talk to you. Fuck that nigga. Oh my lord. I hate him. I hate him. Tell that nigga thanks for 16 elos. I am a racist to a point, fucking niggers. And like somebody's got a new pair of Reeboks and you got the same no boundary shoes on that you had
Yep.
on last year. People get cruel, right? Especially young children. So like I think that had a lot more influence. So like, did I expect to fail? Yeah, I kind of did. I mean, like the only thing I was really good at was like sports. And
Yeah.
I think I told this story before, but I'll tell it again. Like I always pinpoint the time I started getting fat based around failure, because it was fifth grade and I was the best person in the class in everything. I was the best kickballer, the best runner. You know, I'm dominating all the other fifth graders.
Yeah.
And then we had an exchange student come in. His name was Brian Boyd. Brian was bigger, faster, and stronger than me. He
There's
was
always
better.
that one kid.
Yeah, he was better at everything. And this comes into how I didn't have a really good upbringing, because my grandparents didn't really have education and my mother wasn't ready for a child at the time that she got me, right? So I wanted to be big, faster, and stronger, but I learned if you eat all your food, you grow up stronger.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just started eating more,
Yep.
and I picked the wrong foods, and I wasn't ever told no. You got some questions for me?
Yeah, I got some questions, brother.
All right.
So I just wanted to intertwine them with our conversation so that way it felt more natural and stuff like that.
I didn't know how to segue from that.
No, it's all good. So if Twitch and YouTube would cease to exist tomorrow, what would your next move be?
I mean, like I'm gonna be very vague for this because of my following, because like I don't want, because like here's the thing, right? Even if YouTube and Twitch got nuked off the planet right now and I had to go seek income outside of the internet, my troll would still follow me. And
you would have to go to a different place, change your name, and then you might be able to be okay.
No, right now, not Kitty. Come on.
Bad monkey. Eric, what the heck are you doing? I'm asserting myself. It's tough love. Just like my Mitchell Kitty. When he's bad, I say, that's a bad Mitchell Kitty. And I smack him on the head.
No, you take him to the swamp. Swamp. So, I just had the most expensive trip to Waffle House ever. I went to Waffle House, and on the way back, I hit a deer with my truck. I spun his ass around. He was dead instantly.
Hey,
Don't get on my last day of nerve. I'm busy screaming and everybody barking.
hey, she's barking because something. Hey, Jordan, there's water in there.
I'm about to throw her out the door.
She's barking because
I don't
someone
give
in
a
the door.
fuck.
Oh my god.
She does that shit again.
Take him to the swamp.
Stop.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Um,
Be yourself, man. That's all that matters.
I'd most likely go into something clerical right at this point, because this is more about my own personal meaning, because I used to work in a factory at a steel mill. And as I've gotten older, I've realized that selling your labor for money isn't worth it for the most part, because like you grow up to be an old man with crooked fingers and a bad back, and you might not be any better along than anybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, to say that, you know, we don't need people to build houses and things like that. We do. I just feel like a lot of them are underappreciated.
Oh, definitely.
And, but they'd most likely go into the clerical field. Like,
I'd like to piggyback off of that. You said for a little while that you planned on going back to school as a way to get out of Twitch, a way to get out of YouTube.
mm-hmm.
Is that still what you see yourself doing, or is that what you wouldn't do that anymore? You would just go clerical and do some computer job where you're able to just type a whole bunch of shit.
Here's the thing, right, with that. Like, that's the idea, right? And the reason that's not happened is because you get comfortable. No, I'm not going to college, bro. DoorDash is just a way for me and my wife to go on vacation
Party.
and to pay taxes and things like that, and put some money in savings accounts.
Oh yeah.
Showing pictures of me sitting in a chair being fat. I'm always in a chair being fat. That's who I am as a person. I'm a fat dude that sits in chairs.
Yeah.
Right. Comfort is anti like bettering yourself.
Definitely.
And what it is I got comfortable. Like, I made more than enough money. I was putting, a couple $1,000s a month into my savings account that I didn't have to touch. I was coasting at this point in life. Like, I paid my house off and everything. And then, somebody throws a wrench into all that, and, shit happens. But like, if I had a dream of what job I would do after YouTube and Twitch, it would be something that helps people. Like, cause like, to me, like, the pinnacle of living is getting people gas on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Or like seeing somebody walk in the rain and tell them jump on in, let me take you home, or something like that. I enjoy the aspect of helping people.
So what they got to do is they got to get 3 underage girls and pay each one of them, just hand the money off. So they're
You kind of need to be over 20. Like you kind of need some alcoholics to make a show good.
Right.
there's room to make the show good. Come on now, all of them are underage. That means they can get the underage hookers and it'd be consensual. They should put me on that show. I'd be out there with Jericho. I'd bring a bitch in and be like, "What you doing, Wings? I'm about to go have the fun movement."
And I'd want to do a job that even if I had a shitty day, I could at least look at myself in the mirror and be like, somebody's life is better today because I woke up.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like that's more important than the money aspect, because like, money's nice, But do I have the desire to be like an Instagram guru that has like a stack of money like this and like a Lamborghini? There's nothing about that life that appeals to me.
I was struggling to keep 100 views. I'm almost at 300 views on a game I fucking hate. I
mean, it's dark, so I had to park it underneath the light over here.
Because I don't know how to fucking get subscribers.
I used the 13K as a down payment. No, I didn't. 5,000 at 13K is going to taxes, so I have $7,000 that I can spend, and I'm most likely going to spend that on the next weight loss surgery and blood work for my upcoming doctor visits. That's where that money's going to. So that accounts for every bit of that $13,000. Not my weight loss surgery, the skin removal surgery. Recently I had like a weight loss surgery and I'm doing terrible at it too. What about the new phone I bought? New phone I bought with my own money. Bought it with my own money. My 4K monitor I paid $400 for. iPhone surgery money, long time watcher, first time donator. Yeah. People are talking about this iPhone. I do have a new iPhone, but this did not come out of surgery money. Well, I just want one more point before we get off this.
Go ahead.
Just imagine if people turned against the polio vaccine as they did the COVID vaccine, and polio was still around right now because of that. That's the fear, is you keep it in circulation enough that it mutates multiple times. Like right now, we just had another spike from the Delta variant. Yeah. Because it's still around, and the Delta variant will turn into something else if it stays around.
Yeah. Well, it's already starting to.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called. It's like Moo or something like that.
And then next thing you know, we got to get more vaccines and more things. And I understand independent freedoms and personal choice, but sometimes you got to do things for the greater good. Fuck that nigga. Oh, my Lord. I hate him.
Coming up, this 53-year-old is bringing candy. No. But what he has in mind isn't so sweet. He sends her pictures of his penis and wants to know how he compares to her old boyfriend.
Shoot, Doc got plenty of dick, son. Monsieur Legion, would you like to see the French croissant?
He wants to come over as soon as possible, and near the end of the chat, he makes sure of her age.
When she turns 18.
He even tells her he's had sex before with another underage girl he met online. The decoy responds,
"Did you teach her the same things you're gonna teach me?"
He replies,
"I sucked a fart out of Brandy's asshole."
He appears to suspect there's more here than meets the eye.
Let's see, I'm hearing police sirens in the distance. Yeah, not me, son.
We've blurred his graphic body language, which seems to telegraph exactly what's on his mind. Hey, how are you? Good. Why don't you have a seat right over there? Sure. I need to talk to you for a minute. Why don't you have a seat right there, please?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry for what? Relax. Just calm down. I've got the chat log. Okay. So you should probably start telling the truth now.
Bro, I will pee on you, Birdie. She'll fucking shit on your face.
Y'all into some freaky meat deaky stuff shit, son. Y'all talking about
This particular one was December 3rd at 10:32 and 29 seconds.
Man, my dick sure is hard. I wonder if I can get an underage girl to come home with me.
What was your plan here tonight? Do you think you would have had sex with this girl if she was willing?
I'll see you guys later. We're gonna be deleting this. We're gonna be deleting this.